Hi, my name is Alyssa and I'm an occupational therapy assistant. And today we have Kendra. Kendra recently had surgery and she just has general weakness all over. And we are making this video today to do a standing pivot transfer and a squat pivot transfer to get her from her supine position laying in bed up into her wheelchair for her family. Her family asked me to make a video today so that they could practice at home to get her from her bed into her wheelchair. So a few things before we get started. I want to have the wheelchair as close to her bed as possible. I want to make sure that the brakes are locked on both sides. And on this side, I already took off the leg rest, and this side, I'm just gonna swing this one out so that they're not in the way of our transfer. And I'll be using a gait belt around her to help assist. So along the way, I wanna make sure that I have good body mechanics as well, because I don't wanna get hurt, and we don't want Kendra to get hurt either. So the first thing, we want her to do as much work as she possibly can. So I'm going to have you, Kendra, spring your legs as close to the edge of the table as possible. And then with your elbows, you're going to push in and sit up at the same time. And I'll just guide you, and we'll make sure your legs are on the edge of the table. Wonderful. Next, let's have you push down with your hands and scoot towards the edge of the bed. Wonderful. Next, let's have your feet go back just a little bit so that your upper body is over your toes, leaning forward. And let's get the gait belts on for our transfer. Arms up, great job. Is that too tight?
No, you're good.
Nope, and we don't have any wounds here that we need to worry about that the gait belt would irritate.
Nope.
And we can just tuck this extra piece in right there. All right. So next, as I'm going to hang on to the sides right here, and we'll do a rocky motion, and on the count of 3, Kendra will stand up, and then we will pivot to her wheelchair. And then let me know when the backs of your knees are against the wheelchair, and you can sit down safely and use your hands on the armrest to guide yourself. So our feet are back. Then we'll have Kendra lean forward, and we'll do a 1, 2, 3, up, pivot, and her arms can rest on my forearms. Let me know when you can feel the chair. Great, reach back for the armrest. Now I'm squatting, and she's down in her chair. All right, do you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
And safe in that position?
Yep.
Wonderful. All right, and we will get you back up and onto the bed, and we'll practice the squat pivot transfer.
Okay.
So same thing, just kind of scoot forward to the edge of the wheelchair, have your feet back, push against the armrest, and we will do a 1, 2, 3, pivot, arms on my arms,
I'm there.
and down. Wonderful. And then we'll have you swing your legs back up, lay back down, and that's the standing pivot transfer. Next, we're going to do the squat pivot transfer, and this is more of a fluid motion. So as earlier she stood up and we pivoted towards the chair, this time she's not going to stand all the way up. She's going to be in a squatting position, and she's going to do one fluid motion from the bed into her chair. So again, she's in the supine position, and we're going to get her up into the sitting position. So Kendra, if you would move your legs over, wonderful. Again, press your elbows into the table, up, and I'm just guiding her along the way. Wonderful, and then scoot towards the edge of the bed. And again, we're gonna have your feet back. And we'll do on 3, a rocking motion, up. And she's not gonna stand all the way up. We're just gonna get to a squatting position and pivot right into her chair. So 1, 2, and 3. And then position yourself. Are you comfortable?
Yep.
Feel safe?
Yep.
All right, and so the standing pivot transfers and the squat pivot transfers are to make sure that Kendra can get safely in and out of her bed and into her wheelchair. So if any family members have any questions for me, concerns, you can always call the clinic and ask for me and I can answer questions. Or if they're here whenever I am when I'm here doing therapy sessions with Kendra, they can always come in and ask me questions as well. Any questions?
No, I'm good.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.